Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are doing an April reading for you. All right, thank you guys for joining me. I already did an Aries season reading. So, Aries season is March 21st to April 19th. And in that reading, it was definitely a lot about healing generational trauma, letting go of expectations, and just really living your truth, living your best life, and not caring about the expectation, the burdens that maybe used to be put on you. Okay, so we'll see how this reading comes out. I will tell you guys though, like, I have an energy, like, I don't know, I feel like it's like a soulmate energy. And soulmates can come in many different forms, not just romantic. But like, I was saging because I have my cards like over here. You guys can't see them, but I was cleansing them and I like was going in like that infinity loop, right? It makes me feel like you're coming together with maybe someone from a past life or someone that has a very strong connection to you. And again, this is more than romantic. This could be a friendship, a business partner, a pet, even, like a long lost family member. I don't know, a coworker. Okay, but it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like somebody, like, it feels like very much like past life energy. I'll be honest. This will be interesting. Um, and then, like, I was listening to music and Forrest Gump by uh Frank Ocean was playing, and the part he was playing, it was like, "Oh, I won't forget you," So it's like, I feel like this is definitely, it could be someone from this life, but I feel like it's not. I don't know. I've never really felt this energy before. I'm not gonna lie. And then we have like success, the Ten of Cups coming out. So yeah, I just definitely feel like there's something that is very like joyful, happy, fulfilling that's coming your way. And I feel like you did a lot of work to bring this in. I feel like you're moving in a very balanced way, right? Because with that Aries energy reading, I feel like you had to let go of expectation, let go of judgment, let go of certain fears, and you're moving with more balance. And with that energy, you bring in this person, this situation that is meant for you. It was like it was waiting for you to become balanced. Now you're balanced, and now it can come together. Yeah, definitely. There's been a lot of healing, there's been a lot of growth, a lot of change, and a lot of it required you to reflect. It required you to really look at yourself, look at your shadows, look at the parts of you that you were hiding, and do so with love and acceptance and compassion. Yeah. See, there's that blockage, all that expectation, burden, and you've let it go. Okay. I'm excited to see what's going on for you, Virgo. Just take what resonates. Okay, we're going to do a 10 card spread today to see what is coming your way for the month of April. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get into it. Okay, bottom of the deck, that is the overall energy for the month of April. Okay, so we have the Prince of Swords action. Okay, you definitely are taking inspired action. Okay, you could be going towards something that you may not feel, you have all the answers yet, but that's kind of part of the excitement. I feel like this is something that you feel like is a blessing for you, even though it may require you to work towards it or may require you to move forward with not complete confidence. You know that something is a blessing. Like I'm saying, like something is a divine match for you, it feels. Okay. With like this butterfly and like his outfit represents, the cocoon. It's all about a big transformation that's happened here. And like I said, with the cards we saw earlier, there's definitely been a huge realization, shift, release, whatever. And we just had that full moon lunar eclipse in Libra on the 25th. And that was all about, letting go, releasing. And with Libra, a lot of it had to do with probably balance and partnerships and things like that. And then on April 8th, we have our solar eclipse. So this is about kind of like you're releasing so you can bring in your blessings. Out with the old and with the new. And I definitely feel like you're you're playing a big role in that for yourself, Virgo, which I like. Okay, with sorrow, like I said, out with the old and with the new, right? This isn't always an easy process. Okay, sometimes you have to hurt people's feelings, set boundaries, let go of certain things that you don't want to let go of. Like there's it's not an easy situation all the time, and I just want to acknowledge that. So for those of you that may be struggling with what this new action, this new life requires, know that that's normal, okay? But see, magician, exactly. Like you're really taking something into your hands. And there could be some really hard decisions you're having to make here, but you are just going towards what feels right for you. You're not settling. You're using all your resources, all your life lessons. Like you're like, I see this is what I'm being prepared for. This is perfect. This is meant for me. I just have to go towards it, kind of thing. Yeah, see, satisfaction, Six of Cups. And see, the Six of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite talks about the past. So I'm definitely feeling like a very strong connection to someone, to something. Okay, but there's a balanced energy. There's happiness, there's fulfillment. And this is also like a beautiful way to walk away from certain things too. Because when you walk away knowing that, if I walk away from this, then this person, this situation can go towards what it's meant to, and I can as well. That's walking away with gratitude, and that's a beautiful thing to do. You know what I mean? There's that Ten of Cups again. But yeah, I feel like it's a very beautiful new chapter for you, Virgo. I'm excited. Let's see what's going on. And see, Beyonce's a Virgo, and she just released that country album. So some of you, it could be like a really big shift, a big change because of like a box that people tried to put you in. Okay, and that makes me think of like the Aries reading, where it's like healing generational trauma, big releases, big realizations, all that good stuff. I feel like, do you guys want to see this one? Can you see it? Doesn't matter. I always like being able to see some. All right, anywho, let's get into it though. We're going to do a 10 card spread. We have the present energy. See, and that's your energy. Hermit is your card, Virgo. So you're definitely focusing on yourself. There's a lot of growth. You're focusing on what makes you happy. Okay, let's get the cards out. What's going on in your subconscious? Okay, there's some sort of inner conflict happening. How you're handling it mentally. We have Judgment. The emotional desire is Temperance. Okay, and the influence of the higher self is Unity. Okay, fierce, fierce. Definitely something coming together. Something's coming together here. See, and again, I did that energy. Like something is happening. Okay. How the revolutionary part of yourself moves, or a previously unrealized pattern, inspiration, how you rule your kingdom, how you can be complacent. Okay. Feminine energy, how you see yourself in the world. Love it. Masculine energy, spiritual aspirations, and the root cause. Yes, okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. Big deal. Big deal here. I think either Leo or Cancer just had that many too. But either way, major arcana represents like the big changes, the big shifts that happens during, a time during your life. So it's definitely is a big deal, a big shift, whatever this is. Okay. Let me just slide that over there. Okay. Let's get into it though. Do that a little more. So, okay, so your present energy, well, let's just talk about it for a second. Like, there's a lot of big changes, big shifts that's happening. And the minor arcana that you do have, it's like big deal, like evolution, unity, a lot of, I feel like whatever is happening, it's requiring you to go deeper within and really, listen to your heart. It requires you to really, sit with feelings is what I'm getting. All right, let's just get into it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so present energy, we have the Hermit card. Okay, Virgo energy, this is your energy. Really focusing on yourself, really looking within. I feel like there's a big realization that's happening or is about to happen. Yeah, okay. I'm just noticing this star card. You have the star card here as well. So I just feel like there either is something that is a big wish fulfillment for you, or you're trying to figure out what that is. But I get the feeling that you have this wish fulfillment, whether it's a person, a job, some sort of way you're feeling within yourself. I feel like there's some sort of opportunity or something that's come about that you are really reflecting on and thinking about and really trying to use your discernment with something. The Hermit is all about going within, listening to your intuition, being your own guide. I feel like you're really taking your time with something. I feel like part of it is because you don't want to mess up the situation. I feel like you should trust yourself more with whatever this is. Because again, it's something that is definitely meant for you. You know, it's divinely orchestrated to come back to you the way it has. But it requires you to really trust yourself. Know that you deserve it. Know that it's right for you. And I feel like part of the Hermit energy is going within to really identify the parts of you that are struggling with accepting this and showing them some love and compassion as well. Also, trusting your gut, you know. I feel like some of you, you know that you can't go to others for guidance with this because it could be something that's like really outlandish or risky or something like that. And you're just like, I may be out of my mind thinking this, but I feel like this is right, or this is something I should go towards. Trust your gut. I like it. All right. So, what's going on in the subconscious, what lies behind the situation is conflict. Okay. And this is like the Eight of Swords, right? So, this is telling me that, like, your mind and your heart, your soul, your ego and soul, whatever, are definitely at odds here. Okay. So, I'm definitely getting the feeling that this is a situation that is just like when pigs fly, but pigs are flying. Okay. Like it's something that you have to believe in. You have to listen to your gut. Your mind may try to rationalize you. Your ego may try to keep you safe. You're like, I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want this to be wrong. But you can't help but go back to that intuitive feeling. You're just like, but why do I feel that? Like that's what it feels like to me. And I feel like this situation is teaching you how to balance those energies. Maybe you're someone who is more of an analyzer, overthinker. Maybe you don't necessarily like to just kind of be impulsive or whatever, but now is the time to do that. Like I said with the Beyonce album, she's country now, right? That's a country album. That's a big shift. That's a big 180. If her ego tried to listen to, rationality or what other people were saying, she probably would have never made that album. You know what I mean? But she had to follow her intuition, her soul, her heart. She had to break boundaries. And she probably had to go within for a lot of that guidance, right? So I feel like you guys are definitely going through a similar situation where it's just very outside of the box or very different for you. And your ego is really trying to rationalize it, keep you safe, keep you in a comfort zone. But this is something that is challenging you to break out of the comfort zone. And it's here to show you how to do that, how to trust your gut, how to listen to your intuition, how to balance those energies. Nice. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the mind. I'm obsessed, actually. Okay, we have Judgment. I really, really like it. So this is all about letting go of your preconceived notions. I like this because, especially with the Hermit card and being in between this conflict card, it tells me that you're not letting your overthinking, your worry, your fear get the best of you. You know, you're not letting outside expectation get the best of you, or past experiences even. You're approaching this situation with complete faith, with complete, hope, and you're letting go of like why it can't work. You're just like, let's see what happens. You've decided, I've experienced certain things in the past that I don't care for, that I'd like to change. I know what I want in the future. I know what feels right for me and what doesn't. And even though on paper this may not make sense, I know in my heart it feels right. That's what I'm saying. There's a very strong connection to something here. And you're really letting go of all the doubt, all the fear, all the expectation and obligation. And that really does make sense with that Aries season reading we did. You know, you've let go of a lot, and now there's like a blessing here that's come in for you. And it requires you to kind of stand 10 toes on that energy. Be like, okay, I've really let go of it. So this is what is going to come forth for me. You know what I mean? I like it. I like the energy. Okay, so let's talk about the emotional desire. And your mind may rationalize this, but your mind is very free thinking right now, so I'm obsessed. Okay, we have Temperance. All right, it's fierce. So your emotional desire is to be at peace, balance, harmony. You don't want to have this like mental tug of war. Even though you're good at it and you're overcoming it, you want to get to a place where this is at balance. Okay, and I'm telling you, I feel like that's coming through for you with this Temperance energy. This is a wonderful emotional desire. You want opposing energies, opposing thoughts to come together. You know that there is no separation in this world. You know that everything is love. You know that anything that may not feel right for you could just be like a reflection of you and a part of you that you need to have more love and acceptance for. I feel like you guys have definitely gone through like a big awakening or something, and you're just seeing things with a whole new lens. Like, I feel like you guys really believe that everything is love. You want balance and harmony with everything. And even though you're still, going through that kind of awakening enlightenment and still kind of shedding parts of the ego, it's just a very beautiful process here for you. I like it a lot. Yeah. You guys are definitely like in the space where it's like you're moving away from like maybe learned behaviors or narratives or thought processes that no longer serve you. And it's not like you're judging the situations or the people that brought them on, but you're being grateful for them, you know? And you're walking away with love and gratitude, moving with a very light energy. And I feel like because of that, that's why there's a very beautiful blessing coming your way, if it hasn't already. Very cute. I like this. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, so influence of the higher self, what's at the heart center is unity. Again, like all you are just a beacon of peace and love and light right now. Okay, it's a very beautiful energy. Very, very beautiful. Okay, and again, this represents like your higher self and your human self. You're more physical. And these things are coming together in unity. I definitely feel like you guys are ascended, enlightened, like you're in a very beautiful space right now, and I'm really into what's happening. Okay. Yeah, I just definitely feel like you're seeing things in a very different light. You see the love in everything, you see the gratitude. You have a very balanced, beautiful, pure energy around you right now, Virgo. And it's because of like your ability to go within and allow yourself to see things in that perspective, because sometimes we go through things and we just categorize them as like, that's bad, I don't like that, you know. But you've allowed yourself to really look at something and be like, okay, I'm going to look at this with love. I can understand why I wouldn't like that, what it's trying to protect me from with my ego and all that. But I can choose to follow my higher self, choose to look at things with love and light. And eventually you'll just be doing that practice, and that's all your life is going to be, you know? Very, very beautiful. I like it. And I will say, I understand that it's not easy to get to this space. You know what I mean? Because, like I say, there's uncomfortable things you have to go through, realizations. You have to hold yourself accountable, point the finger at yourself to allow yourself to let go of things with love and light. So I'm proud of you guys for going through that process, because I know it's not easy. It's rewarding, it's worth it, but it's not easy. Fierce. All right. So, how the revolutionary part of yourself moves, and this can also be a previously unrealized pattern that is destructive. Okay, so we have the King of Cups with inspiration. Okay, I'm going to sit with this for a second. Okay, so what's really cool about you, Virgo, is I feel like you stay cool, calm, collected. You know, the King of Cups, that's what he's about. He's very calm. He doesn't get out of character, right? He doesn't let other external things influence him, basically. You know, he keeps his power in check, he stays in his power, right? He's a balanced energy. And I feel like that's very beautiful, because it's amazing to not let things get to you. But sometimes I feel like in the past, there were certain things that were meant to get to you, you know? And through your ability to stay calm, to stay in your power, you may have tolerated things longer than you needed to. Okay. And sometimes whenever we don't let things get to us, or we think that they don't bother us, we don't allow ourselves to explore those feelings in the way it may have impacted us. So I feel like that's definitely part of that hermit energy. It's just exploring maybe some past things that maybe did, hurt you. Maybe are the reason why there's some conflict here. And through this process, you're allowing yourself to kind of check back in with those moments. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that can almost be a defense mechanism. Like in the time being, you're like, I can't even, this maybe not be a safe space to process these feelings. you know and now you're in a safe space. Within you is safe, you feel safe, you're in a safe environment around safe people, so now you can revisit these topics. But what is cool about you, though, you're always looking beyond, like with inspiration. You're always looking for the next thing. You're just very, I feel like you're inspired by things that most people are not. You know, you just look at the world very differently, Virgo, the ones that are connecting with this. And that's a very cool thing. I like that. I like this. I like that energy. You just look at things with a fresh perspective. Okay. So, how you rule your kingdom, how you can also be complacent, is the Emperor. Okay. And this makes sense, with that inspiring energy here, right? If you're like a trendsetter, if you are, kind of thinking outside the box a lot, you're probably tend to be somebody who's just like a go getter, who takes action, who goes after it. And that's beautiful. That's amazing. But sometimes you have to allow yourself to kind of sit back and allow things to come to you. Sometimes you have to be in a rest moment. You can't always be on the go. You can't always be hustling and moving and going and going. And maybe for some of you, that could be part of the conflict, right? Having to be at peace, having to be settled, relaxed, or maybe that's the balance you're needing. Allowing some ease and relaxation, right? But you go after it, Virgo. It feels like you're the kind of person that like doesn't ask for permission. You'd rather ask for forgiveness, which I like that. But I feel like, with the Hermit, Judgment, Temperance, all this energy up here, there's a softness that's coming in to this energy. You're definitely balancing your masculine and feminine energy in the month of April. And I feel like you're learning how to get what you want, manifest, go after it without actually having to physically go after it. Allowing yourself to kind of sit with the desire. Yeah, I definitely get the energy of like we're sitting with the feelings now. We're sitting with what we want, not overthinking it, not, trying to stay cool, calm, collected, not trying to force or do something about it, but actually just sitting with it, bringing things together. I like that. Okay. Very interesting reading. I really like this. I really like this. Okay, so let's talk about the feminine energy. And again, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Like I said, the feminine energy is about like kind of being more intuitive, more internal, and masculine energy is more external, things you do, going after things like that. So your feminine energy, and this is also how you see yourself, the world, the star card. I love this. I feel like you're ready to be vulnerable. You're ready to show up as your true self. You're ready to be honest and not, you know, hide from that, not be ashamed of that or only have it for certain people, but you're ready to just have the world see the real you and shine your light. You are the star. I love that. Yeah, it's like you've been through a lot of things where you had to push yourself down or you had to like overcompensate, I feel. But now you're ready to just be who you are. There's a lot of vulnerability, honesty. I like this energy. It feels very kind and generous. I feel like a lot of you, and see, being underneath judgment, I feel like some of you like are meeting new people, maybe new partner, and it's like a safe space there. Maybe you have a new friend group or work somewhere new where it's just like it's a safe space. And like I was saying, like there's something that is just like a divine match for you, where it's just like you feel at home, and then in that sense you can shine like this. You know what I mean? You're giving yourself permission to shine. I love it. You're not overthinking it. You're not trying to tweak it or force. You're just showing up authentically, which is beautiful. And you're realizing that that is safe. I like it. All right, let's talk about the masculine energy. And this can be spiritual aspirations, evolution. I love it. So, yeah, you want to embrace the shift, embrace the changes that come with being a human. You know, you recognize that sometimes these changes are uncomfortable, they're hard, they're painful, but you want to be able to take that on with gratitude. And that's kind of like that temperance energy. Understanding that there are certain experiences that you have to go through so you can learn. We don't have manuals. We're not in heaven or nirvana or the fifth dimension or whatever you want to call it. We're on earth where we got to learn and make mistakes. And I feel like you want to be at the part where, and it's not to say that you want to be like, oh, I'm so happy this devastating life event just occurred because I know that there's going to be a point in time where I'm grateful for it. It's not to say that it's like a robotic way like that, because this still involves feelings of sadness and anger and hurt, right? But it's about creating space for those feelings too, and that's kind of where that star energy comes in. Allowing yourself, this involves, bad days, right? This involves sadness and anxiety too. But it's about having space for those feelings, having space for those bad days without judgment, without the need to alter or change. I love this. It's like you're fully loving yourself. No need for alteration. And I definitely feel like a safe space. You've either created a safe space within yourself. I feel like it has to do with that. Like you created a safe space within yourself and that radiated outward from you, bringing in more safe people for you, allowing you to feel even more safe. It's just beautiful. Safe and in love. I love it. Alrighty, last card here, the root cause, the pattern, the beginning, the ending. Why is this happening? The moon card. I love this. Okay. The moon card is all about doing that shadow work. It's all about taking time with these uncomfortable feelings, with the things that we try to push down, with the things we're ashamed of. You were inspired to sit with that, to take a look at it. Where in the past you may have tried to work through it, as in like push away, hustle through it, ignore it, overthink, analyze, whatever. Now you've reached a part where you can really sit with these feelings. And through that, you've created acceptance for them and balance and love and light. And that's why you can show up how you're showing up here. And that's why I said, like, you created this safe space within yourself, allowing others to feel safe around you, creating even more safety for others. The work you do within radiates out to all of us because we're all one. So thank you for doing this work, Virgo. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. Because you went deep within and you showed these uncomfortable parts of yourself, love and acceptance. And that shifted it from dark to light. And that's why you're showing up like this. So beautiful. Obsessed. All right, we're going to get a oracle message, and that'll be that for you, Virgo. If this resonated, let me know with a like, a comment. I love to hear from you guys. Definitely subscribe as well. That helps the channel grow. All the good stuff. But thank you guys for joining me today, Virgo. I loved this reading. And definitely check out your Aries season reading. That might help with this if you're still in like the transitional period. But know that a lot of beautiful things are coming your way. All right, let's see. Final message for Virgo. Fierce. Okay, who else got this card? I think it was... I want to say it was Leo that maybe got this card. And then they got the card that you have at the bottom of the deck too. So you could be... might be a beneficial reading for you. Okay, but we have blue topaz. 1 second. Okay, so blue topaz, that could be a crystal you want to get. It says be soft and listen. I like that. And all this like intuitive palmistry, you could be tapping into more intuitive work, more holistic healing, spiritual work. There could be someone around you who's very intuitive. Like, I'm obsessed with this. I like this energy. And see, I'm noticing this like background here. It's like a pour paint thing. So there could be some pour paint art that you do, or maybe there's like some decorations around you that's like that. I like that. All right, let's talk about it though. Sister to Imperial Topaz, blue shares the message of abundance. But where Imperial reminds you to savor the world around you, blue wants you to notice the gifts within you. Yes, fierce. We are, all of us, brimming with insight and intuitive knowing. We are far-seeing and empathic. That is, when we allow ourselves to be and don't bury our inner truths under self-doubt. Blue topaz asks you to open to the richness of your intuition, the way your dreams offer glimmers of possible futures, and your stomach knows when a situation is not quite right. There is richness within, blue topaz reminds you. You don't need a teacher or a textbook. You simply need to be soft and listen. Yeah, see, and definitely like there's something that's coming your way that is very good. I feel that. With that Hermit, the Judgment, the Star, Temperance, Unity, Evolution, the Moon card, even Inspiration. All of these cards are very positive. Conflict even is positive because it's about balancing that inner conflict, right? And with all these cards surrounding that, that's what you're doing. You're listening to your intuition. You're showing up as your true self. This just feels like a very pure love and light energy. I love it. Fierce. All right, that's all I have for you today, Virgo. Thank you for watching. If you would like a personal reading or you want to check out the other services I provide, definitely go to my website. That is listed in the description box below. I also have a newsletter. I always encourage people to sign up for that. It's just spiritual guidance and the revelations I've gained from spirit. I also send out coupons and just fun stuff like that. And I also have all my social media in the description box if you guys want to check that out too. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.